Hi everybody, thank you for joining me today. Today I am sharing this fun little reading journal layout for you. This is part of a prompt I once did. It's called My Favorites, and I was doing a list of non-fiction and fiction books. This is super simple and super fun. You're going to start off by drawing book stacks. I've drawn 6 book stacks. And then you can go in and with your pen and add some fun details. So this includes book spines as well as having the books lying with their pages facing out. You can get as technical and detailed as you want, but honestly, when it comes to this, you can just be super simple, draw some lines like you've seen me do. I'm just erasing my pencil marks, and I'm going in with my Crayola Super Tips and adding in some color. I'll share the color palette that I used. It's actually similar to my September bullet journal setup that I'll link down below, and you can check that out. But yeah, just super simple, going in, adding some color, and as you can see, it's super effective. Now I'm going in and I'm cutting essentially Dutch doors and just going in and cutting right next to the books. I even go in and I cut the white space between the books out as well for extra fun and effect. Again, like I said, it's really not that much work. It's time consuming because you're drawing all those books and lines and stuff, but it's not taking a mass amount of art knowledge to do it. So that's one of the reasons why this is my favorite layouts I've created. I do have the full written tutorial up on the blog as well that you can go check out if you want more information or need more information. So, and also please feel free to ask any questions down below. I'm using my Distress Oxide. I believe this is antique linen to go in and just add color to the page. If you've been watching me for a while now, I will always find a way to add more color. And this was it. And I find the Distress Oxides are so much easier to blend than the Distress Inks, which is why when I'm quickly putting something together, I'll go for the Distress Oxides. Here I'm using my Amy Tangerine stamp set to stamp out my favorites, or the word favorites. And I'm Canadian, so that is why there is a U in there. In case you're wondering, I did not mess up by accident. No, I put a U in there. Now I'm going in and I'm just gluing down the sides. So I'm using a thin strip of glue tape and I'm gluing down the bottom and then just along the side. And this creates a pocket where we're going to put in the paper to list our favorites. And now I'm using my Studio L2E Tall and Skinny Alpha. And on the right hand side, I'm doing non-fiction, and the left hand side will be my favorite fiction books. And I'm, of course, adding my borders as always. I ended up finding and printing something that looked like a library card on Google. And I printed that out and I just cut it to stick it on some cardstock so that it would be a little bit more heavier and not full bend or have the corners bend when I do slip it into the pocket. So that's what you see me do here. And then for my favorite fiction books, I just used a tag, kind of to represent grabbing anything to use as a bookmark. But that's today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach down below. And thank you so much for watching today.